I need to stay here.
Briefly describe how a hybrid bus works and how it would differ from a regular diesel bus.
Well, the hybrids that we have, it's basically a parallel hybrid system. In a regular diesel bus, it's just a diesel engine that drives the vehicle. It should be looking at you, right? Okay. Regular diesel, conventional diesel bus, it's a diesel engine, and with the hybrid bus, you have a diesel engine and an electric motor that are coupled together and are coupled and work in concert to power the bus. The electric motor primarily propels the vehicle from 0 to 12 miles an hour, and then beyond that it's a blend where it's more diesel propulsion.
Approximately what percentage of fuel can you save by using a hybrid?
We've purchased and put our hybrids into service back in September of 2010, so we haven't had a full year of experience yet, and usually in the winter months, both conventional diesel and a hybrid bus will not perform as efficiently as they would in warmer months. But to date, the buses that the hybrid buses replace are saving 25%. So they use 25% less diesel. And we're hoping as the new diesel engine that's on the hybrid buses breaks in and becomes more efficient, and that's usually a process of a couple of months, and we experience a full year of operations, that 25% number would be the low end, and then we'd see further improvement.
When there's a full load of people, how many cars would you think would be on the road?
It's difficult to say. If you assume every rider would have taken a car, a bus seated or can seat the hybrids, they're 40 feet long, can seat 39 people. So that would be 39 cars. If you then assume that the seats are full and there are people standing at full capacity, it can get up to 70 people. So,
are there any plans to purchase more of these?
There are, but with this purchasing hybrids, they're a more expensive bus. So we are a department of the city, so it's really our recommendation would be to purchase some more, but it's really up to the city council to decide. And then there's also federal funding we receive to purchase these, so it's a matter of if we have the funding and the city would like us to move in that direction, we would. So there really aren't any plans right now, but we see a lot of benefits in them and would like to purchase more.
Would you recommend these to other transit systems?
With the price of fuel and some of the other benefits we've seen from them, number one, there was a lot of free promotion we got out of purchasing the hybrids. I think it excited people in the community and led to a better image for the transit system. I think there's a value to that. There's a value to the savings in pollution. There's value in the savings in fuel. So looking at all those things, I would recommend them to systems if, like I said, they have the funding and the political will.
Have you seen an increase ridership with these?
It's difficult to say. No, we have not. Well, we've seen some months since we've started them back in September that have been up. I think over the past 2 years prior to that, we've seen ridership decline, mainly due to the economy. We feel we've never studied it to find out for certain, but it seems when there are less employment opportunities, there's less people that use the bus to get to work. But we have seen some increases in ridership. I wouldn't attribute it to hybrids only. There's a lot of reasons people ride the bus, and I'd like to think some rides were due to hybrids. People wanted to experience them. They're new to the community, but I can't say for certain whether or not there was the increases we've seen have been because of the hybrids.
Do you think that public awareness of hybrids and the green movement has increased because of them?
I'm not certain. The green movement in Oshkosh had existed before we purchased hybrids, and as far as I know, it's still the same movement. They obviously supported what we've done. I think there's an awareness that we may have contributed to. Once again, I have no way to measure that, to know for certain. We do have done some promotions with school-age children. We did an artwork contest, and we put posters on the sides of our buses with 5th grade students. So we've been doing our best to have students help us promote the buses, and also use their creativity and I guess promote the environmental benefits of the bus. But as far as your question, I'm not sure I know quite how to answer that.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You said you had a question about the emissions. I mean, I can talk to that if you want.
How would a hybrid bus reduce emissions, and how much do you think?
Well, we have no numbers on the exact amount of emission reductions, but obviously there are. When you're burning less fuel, you're producing less emissions. And newer buses, regardless of if they're hybrid or not, have to comply with new EPA standards on clean burning, I guess, technology. So basically, there's new particulate filters in these buses, and the exhaust is actually burned to get rid of the harmful chemicals. It goes through a filter and comes out a lot cleaner. And that's a technology that's used in all buses, whether it's hybrid or not now. I think they started it in 2007, so anything you buy new now is a lot cleaner than anything prior to that. So they are cleaner. We don't know how much, and they burn less fuel, so they're even cleaner yet.